Your home's in your hands. You build it.
2 News begins right now with a Storm Shield weather alert.
Good morning, and thanks for choosing 2 News Midday. In case you've forgotten who I am, I'm Dina Silk.
And I'm Justin Wilfon. We are happy to have Dina back after a few important months off with your baby.
Yes, 12 weeks, very special 12 weeks. Went by really quick, but I am glad to be back. But George, I'm not happy with what I came back to. This weather, it's ridiculous.
You had to choose the coldest time of the year to come on back,
know.
below zero temperatures.
It's brutal.
Baby's warm, right?
Baby is warm. Snug as a bug. Yes.
Good news. All right. Not too many of us, though, are warm this morning. Very, very cold weather. We're at 7 degrees, which is actually an improvement over this morning. Now, 11 a.m. data coming in, we're now at 10 degrees. But the wind has picked up, so the wind chill is still holding at 5 degrees below zero. That little light blue number, that's how cold it feels if you're headed out here this morning. We did set a record low in Tulsa this morning. In fact, it was the old record dated back more than 100 years. We made it down to 2 degrees below zero this morning. If you're wondering, the norms for today are 27 and 47. The old record low of zero was set back in 1912, so we beat a record more than 100 years old. This is what it looks like on the actual air temps around the rest of eastern Oklahoma. It is up to 8 in Bartlesville, 4 in Coffeyville, still near 0 in Joplin, 7 in Grove, 7 in Pryor, and 12 in Eufaula. Now, the weather is dry. There's no ice or snow falling anywhere near the Tulsa area, so at least that part of the forecast is good news for us. A quick check on your numbers for this afternoon, only reaching 15 degrees by 5. Coming up, we'll let you know, though, when we'll see highs in the 40s and even 50s returning.
All right, thank you, George. New on 2 News Midday, the bitter cold sends dozens of people scrambling for warmth at a Tulsa police station when their apartment building catches fire. This started around 6:30 this morning near 11th Street and Highway 169. 2 News reporter Patricia Santos is there live this morning with the dramatic details of exactly what happened. Patricia?
Well, the good news this morning is that no one was seriously hurt, and right now there are still some firefighters that have come back because a few spots have flared back up. But they tell us that the fire started right here on the 2nd floor of this apartment complex, and they tell us this morning they believe it was a stove that was left unattended. This morning, however, we had a chance to talk to the quick-thinking police officer who helped save everyone in this building.
Happened to be driving by and I happened to see just a little bit of smoke coming up from the rooftop.
Tulsa police officer James McClary was just starting his shift. The flames were coming out of the Whispering Oaks apartment right across the street from the Mingo Valley Police Station.
There was smoke rolling everywhere.
He wasted no time.
It was already pretty well engulfed, so I started beating on doors and trying to get people motivated and getting them out of the apartments.
He called for backup. Seconds later, he and his fellow officers started herding people to the police station away from the bitterly cold temperatures.
We have at least 3 newborns that I know of. The van behind us that got stuck on the fire hose, there were 6 young kids under 12. The 4 or 5 officers that were originally here, I mean, unbelievable job. They literally saved lives.
Corporal Brian Cullum describes it as controlled chaos as the rescues happen while fire crews try to put out the flames. In the rush to get some of those kids to safety, a brave parent does the unthinkable.
We had one infant that was tossed from a 2nd-story window down to an officer that was able to catch it and take the child to safety.
Officer McClary gets a little emotional when he thinks about all the families who are safe this morning.
I don't know what God's plan was, but he put me there to see it so that all these people could get out and get safe.
With that officer telling me that he was just doing his job out there, and he's actually back doing his routine patrol this morning. Now, the Red Cross will be helping about 10 people that were displaced because of this fire. A total of about 80 people were evacuated from this apartment complex. Live in East Tulsa, Patricia Santos, 2 News works for you.